Hi, Wendy here from wendybottrell.com, and as we continue to the discussion on a life reset, today we want to share ideas on how to begin resetting your physical health for your best life. The practice of resetting your physical health is about looking at how you treat your body and make changes as needed. This is not about doing a cleanse or a detox or having to complete a difficult workout challenge. Resetting is not about becoming some perfect specimen, but instead simply taking stock of your physical health habits now and what you can change. The first thing is to figure out what you're eating. We suggest starting with your nutrition. You've heard the saying, you are what you eat, right? The first step is to begin to write down what you eat each day. We suggest doing this for at least 7 days. This is a good practice to develop because most people underestimate what they eat. It's important to really see what you are in the habit of eating each day. Be specific. Include what time you ate, what you're eating, why you ate it, and how much, as well as how you felt after you ate. You'll want to see how you felt right after you ate, and then come back and just check in to see how you feel an hour, 2 hours after you ate. Look at this objectively, not by putting foods in good and bad categories, but just looking at the trends. Act as if you're looking at someone else's meal plan and how they're doing. This is a powerful practice, and the insights you'll get might be life-changing. At least they were that way for me when I began this years ago. Begin making improvements. Once you can see what you tend to eat in a day, look to see if there are areas where you might want to improve. Don't think about it as fat or calories here, just nutrients in your food. Notice when you tend to crave sugar or have extra snacks, and how your eating habits change when you have a good amount of protein or fiber. Did you eat more after a workout? Are there days when you didn't eat enough? How many fruits and vegetables do you put on your plate? How many processed foods are you in the habit of eating? How many meals are from takeout? How many meals did you make at home with real foods? Are you including organic fruits and vegetables, pastured protein, poultry, and wild-caught fish? One of the easiest ways to improve how you eat is to begin the practice of making your own meals at home in your own kitchen with real food. Really making meals from scratch. Now this may sound like a huge undertaking, and if you're not in the habit of doing this, it just might be. One way to begin might be to commit to at least one meal per day that you make yourself. Start out, find a cookbook you like, and pick 3 recipes. Begin by making these 3 recipes until you can make them without the cookbook. You will then be an expert with those 3 recipes. Then find 3 more and practice until you become the expert on those 3, and so on. Now imagine doing that over a few months. You'll now have a good amount of ideas for your meals, and you'll be an expert in those meals, and then you can begin to experiment, maybe at playing with herbs and spices and sauces, that you can make those your own as well. Now, how can you get more movement in during your day? Exercising and getting your heart pumping is also really important when it comes to your physical health. How often are you in the habit and good practice of getting in movement? And is this something that you enjoy? If you only get to the gym or do a home workout 1 to 2 days a week, you know it's time to add a little more movement, right? It doesn't need to be anything intense, but find more ways to move your body every day. Making time for regular exercise is probably the best thing in the long run, and even small changes to your daily activity levels will make a difference. There are many things you can do that won't interfere with your schedule and can be easily added to your regular practice. So here's some ideas for healthy movement that we've tried. Take the stairs. We love this idea and use it all the time. And you've probably heard this one before, and that's because it works. Take the stairs instead of the elevator whenever possible. These extra steps throughout the day add up. It doesn't take much longer to walk up the stairs, and the benefits you get are well worth it. Starting out can be a challenge if you've been sedentary for a long time, so do leave some extra time and go slow. Soon you'll start to notice that taking the stairs requires less effort. Park your car further away. Another idea that works for adding physical activity to your day is to park far away from the buildings. Choose a spot at the far end of the parking lot and prepare to walk to your destination. Use this idea at work, the mall, appointments, or anywhere you drive. The extra steps really add up and can improve your fitness. And the other nice thing is there's always parking spots because most people want to get as close as possible. So move more while you're watching TV. If you're a TV watcher, you have time for exercise. In fact, this is one idea I use on a regular basis. Walking in place or a mini trampoline while watching your favorite show or listening to a podcast will allow you to follow the plot of your favorite show or add to your learning with that podcast. A treadmill or stationary bike will certainly work, but they tend to take up a little bit more space. Take a detour. There's tons of ways you can add extra steps to your day if you get creative and think outside the box. Just like parking in the far end of the lot requires you to walk further, the same concept works well for indoors too. At work, you can take the long walk to the restroom instead of choosing the one closest to your office. Even heading to the copier on the other side of the building will help. You'll probably make lots of short trips that could be lengthened throughout the day. And it also helps you not to sit as much, which is also tremendously beneficial. Pick up the pace or increase your distance. Finally, consider moving a little faster or increase your distance. This small change can really make a positive how you feel for your overall well-being. You don't have to sprint, but a brisk walk helps push you to new levels in your movement practice. Give it a try when walking from the car. You can use this idea when running errands or walking on your lunch break too. Simply picking up the pace or going further when you walk is a great way to realize the extra exercise benefits. You see, these simple habits won't really cause you to make any noticeable changes to your daily movement practice. They are, however, wonderful ways to get big results when it comes to your fitness level and your health. So go ahead and begin the practice of getting more movement today. Share any thoughts you have in the comments. Thanks very much. Wendy Bottrell, wendybottrell.com. Bye for now.